All right. Wanted to go live here and talk about. I wanted to go live here and talk about some analysis here. Um, it is 4 a.m. Do you know where your crypto is? Um, I do. But yeah, I want to give you guys some analysis here. I'm not going to do a whole lot of chatting. This will just be an informative live stream. I didn't want to have to worry about editing a video and whatnot, or putting the video out. So this is my way of helping you guys know where price could be going right now. Here's my entry right there. I'm seeing a possibility for one more hit to the downside, but we'll have to wait and see. This looks like 5 waves, so we might get three, and then we go from there. Um, I am on the 1 minute chart, but that's how I nailed my entries. A potential bottom is going to be right here, maybe 78.44 is the 3618 extension. So that's that. Let me just give me some feedback. Let me know you got sound and video just to make sure. I'm gonna get to the chat open real quick. Um, see here. I'm pulling it up on my phone, guys. Sorry. Got 11 of you watching. Good sound. Hey, Psycho. Hey, Alex. Um, yeah, this is trading hours. If you want to know why we yawn, this is why we yawn. Okay. What's up, Steve? Jonathan. Okay, good. All right. So I'm just going to keep on going with the analysis, guys. It'll be for the what it's worth department, and then I'll take a couple questions at the end. So if you have a question, just let me know. If you made a bunch of money on that short to the downside, awesome job. Um, I made a good little chunk. That was a happy chunk, and now we're gonna make a happy chunk on the way up. So happy about that. So let's see what we got going on. All right. Anyway, so we might have one more hit to the low. I want you to be prepared for it. If you haven't entered, it might be a great entry at 78.44. If not, this does look like a 5 wave move to the upside. It could be a 3 wave. I'm not sure. So be ready for a potential couple scenarios. You could get 5 more waves to the downside to that 78.44 level, or you could get a 3 wave. I'm really happy with the $7,900 price that I got. I got in right at $7,900. I was happy about that. Even if it goes down $50, shoot, $50 off of a low, that's fantastic in my opinion. Uh, Stop loss there is going to be under the last low, the major low, $7,700. But I think we're going to go up here. But the question is, how far are we going to go up? How far are we going up? I've got another scenario, guys. I want to share it with you so that you can at least be thinking about it, because I have not considered it up until now. Okay, I have not considered it up until now. So this wave might have a little bit another push to it. We'll have to wait and see, guys. Um, have to wait and see on that. But not a big deal. Not a big deal. I mean, even if it comes down here to 78.20 on this trend line, not a big deal to me. I think we're good to go. Um, if it breaks that trend line, I'll be watching. But we're gonna be getting. Listen, guys, don't be too quick. This is a fantastic entry. Even if it goes down a little bit, let your psychology be ready for that. Prepare yourself for that if it happens. What I mean, you're look on all these long things down. Okay, you get a pullback. Okay, so we'll get a pullback, no, regardless. Even if we didn't nail the bottom perfectly, nobody ever nails it every time. Okay, we do pretty well in our group, don't we? We do pretty well. But that being said, we don't always get it perfect. So lost me, uh, Keith. Are we good? Give me some feedback here, guys. Somebody said they lost me, so I want to make sure that you guys can hear me. Okay, we're fine. Thanks, Max. Appreciate it, man. All right. So yeah, let's talk about a scenario here, guys. I haven't considered it until tonight. Actually, the idea was brought to me by one of the users on Crypto Hippo's channel. So Crypto Hippo shared the idea that this could be a leading diagonal of some kind, maybe. So we want to consider that at least. When I get to looking at the structure here, when I look at that structure right here, um, just look at this right here. Just look at it. Okay, it went sideways and kind of down, and then boom, and then came back up. So it's like a 1-2 wave, and then we came down, right, or an AB wave or something like that. So are we going to get something like that where we're coming down, and I think we're close to the end of that, and then we're going to come back up and then down. So the scenario I'm thinking might play out is actually this is some kind of a one wave, a diagonal of some kind. We're going to get a 2 wave, and then we're going to come down big time. So it might be a deep 2, 78.6 or 61% wave. It's going to be up in the $8,400 range roughly, maybe. I mean that's a scenario I haven't considered, nor have I shared it um, on the channel as a possibility. So I wanted you guys to at least have seen that as a possibility. Up to this point, all I've been kind of, in this idea. Okay, that's what I've been thinking. Okay, we might still get that, but and we may even get something bigger than that. There's a possibility for that. But that being said, I just want you to be aware and ready for the possibility of just a little 3-wave move to the upside, measuring correctively, and then we tank to the bottom again, and that's going to give us some lower lows down here at 72, maybe even 65, in that range once we finish that. So we'd have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's just an idea, guys. I want you to have seen that because I haven't shared it up to this point, and I wanted you to just be ready for it. Okay, so I don't know. We're going to be fluid here. I think it's a safe entry right now for a long. I think it's pretty safe. Let me show you the way I'm counting it and why I think it's a pretty decent safe uh, entry. Let me go back to the 15-minute chart and show you what I'm seeing. Just a quick, see this yellow line here that I have here, 79.54. If price gets past that, we're golden for the upside. We don't have to worry about getting that downside move. So if price gets past 79.54 on this chart, we're good for the upside. If it kind of comes back down, there's 2 scenarios. We could have just a little pullback and then we go, or we have 5 waves down to 78.40 and then we go. But either way, I don't think it's a big deal. I wouldn't stress about it personally. I'm personally not going to stress about it. You can stress if you want to. All right. So yeah, let's talk about what this might be here. There's so many ways of interpreting this, and so what we have here. I don't think this isn't a 5-wave move. I mean, excuse me, this isn't a 3-wave move, even though it looks like a 3-wave move. It looks like it's a 5-wave. A couple of ways of interpreting it here. Number one, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 with an extended 5th wave. That's a possibility. Okay, we could have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay, with an extended 3rd wave instead. Either way, I think we're close to done the 5 waves. I really do, if we're not done now. But again, there could be one more little downside dealio, so be aware of it. So how do we interpret? But either way you look at it, I'm seeing 5 waves here. I'm seeing five waves. So that means I need to have 5 waves somewhere else. So let me show you some possibilities here that uh, you know yeah. So is this 1, 2? See, this could be a 3, 3, and then a 5, and that's how we get that. Okay. But then what is this right here? How do you interpret how this connects together? Let me just think outside the box with you guys. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Here's the hard thing. There's a flat right there. 4, 5. Is this a leading diagonal? Some kind of a diagonal with 5 waves? Could be, guys. It really could be. Now, if it's just some kind of a 3-wave WXYXZ or a WXY, let me see how to interpret that. 3, 3. See, to me, this is not 3. Okay? To me, that's 5. Let's throw the fib. See, this is the hard move right here. It's the really hard move right there. What is that? 1618's right there. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4 extended fifth? So what we would have in that case, if that's 5 and that's finished, well, here's the other possibility. This is the 3618. This could be a really extended 3-wave. We got a big 4-wave, and that's a 5. So in other words, either this is 5 or this is 5. See how confusing and how hard that move is? So it's making the count quite difficult, which makes it difficult to know where we're headed. So let me give you the different interpretations and the implications. So if this is a 3, a 3, and a 5, and that's done, okay, there's a 3, 3, 5. Here's our X wave connector. 1, 2, 3. So we got a 5, 3, 5. And that's kind of my first way of analyzing it. So there's your first 3-wave. Here's your second 3-wave, and you got this running flat here in the middle. Okay? And then here's your X wave right here. So all of that would be a W. Well, let me try it again. A WXY correction. Now, if that is the case, guys, then that is the case for, and this is what I've been saying in all my videos, and this is the trade I said we need to be prepared for. That means we're going up here. Okay, that's big time. Okay, that's a $1,000 move in Bitcoin, and at leverage and a couple of Bitcoins, you're going to make a good amount of money on that trade. So, I mean, you're talking, what, $800 at worst to 1,000. I mean, and who knows if I have my fibs on the exact right positions here. I mean, it's going to be close to 800 to 1,000. It's going to be a good move in Bitcoin. So that's the case for that move. Okay, so that's the count, and that's the case for that move. Alfredo, I'm going to consider that now. I'm just talking about the way I've been talking about it before. But let me talk about the other scenario. Okay. What this live stream is for is also just a video to get us all prepared for the move. Okay. So I just wanted you guys to be kind of ready to rock here. Okay. So what else could it be? Well, this might be some kind of a leading diagonal. The only reason I don't like the leading diagonal idea is that so a leading diagonal generally needs to be this shape. Okay, we generally need a wedge shape and a contracting. And then it breaks out, and then we go down. Okay, we had that to actually begin this wave right here. Let me show you what a leading diagonal really looks like. I mean, when they're made, generally. There's a leading diagonal there, and here's a leading diagonal here. So we actually began these moves with leading diagonals, and I mentioned it in the live stream earlier. You see it there? It makes a wedge shape, and you can count 5 waves, and they're all made in 3 waves, but there's 5 waves in there. Okay, so you got your first 3 waves, second 3 waves, third 3 waves, fourth, and then fifth. So there's your diagonal. We got a correction, and then what we got is another diagonal. So this is what a diagonal looks like, guys. Got 2 of them back to back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leading diagonals. That's what, and so what those are in the position of the number 1. So this is a 1, 2, 1, 2. That's very, very, bearish. And it's very, very, that was the sign for me that, man, this is going down hard. So and once I got that, I was like, oh boy, we were excited. So looks like Bitcoin's going up here. We need to get up to the 79.54 to be really, really bullish, or at least confident that we're not going down to that lower target. Okay, so that's what a leading diagonal looks like. Let me clear the drawing tools here. Okay, so is this some kind of, so we've got a 1, and we had a leading diagonal right here, right? We got a 1, a 2, then we got a 1, 2, 3. We're getting the 4, and then we're going to go down for 5. So is this 4 finished, and then we're going down for 5 waves for the 5th wave? If that's the case, then we need to see 5 waves here. But I'm just not. Let me mute the notifications here, just for a minute. They are muted. Okay, somebody must have tagged me. So I just don't like the diagonal idea, because I'm not seeing the shape I want to see. I see a channel. I don't see a diagonal. I mean, but I need to brush up on my diagonal rules, and maybe that can be. Whoa. I just saw that. I wasn't even looking at my phone, Keith. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. You're welcome, man. I hope you made a ton of money on that short that we just had, and then we're going to make some money on this long. So thank you very much, man. Appreciate that. Very, very kind. Wow. I'm humbled by that, man. Thank you. Okay, so just stepping back and looking at this here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 3, 5. That's a 3, 3, 5 to me. And then we got some kind of a flat here, and then we got a 1, 2, 3, a 5, 3, 5 here. So to me, this looks like WXY, and I'm still digging into that, guys. That's my first count. W, no, sorry. W, yeah. W, X, Y, or W, X, Y, like that. Not exactly sure. It's a really tough wave. They're doing a good job concealing their purposes there. Let me go to 1 hour and see if I can get some more detail. Regardless, this looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's looking fairly finished, but we don't have enough impulse. We got to have more impulse here. So I need more cowbell. I need more impulse. Number 1, engage. It's my it's my Captain Picard. Engage. Number 1. So, yep, there's 38 of you. Welcome, guys. Glad y'all are around. Let's see. So the best I've got is we just got to be ready for this, and then down. Be ready for that. Trade this. Okay. So How can you be ready? How you going to know? Well, once we get the 1-2 wave like that, once we get the AB, okay, we'll take an extension off that right there, and we'll look for the 1-to-1 extension of the 1276. If we get 3 waves here like this, okay, and it comes to the 1-to-1 extension of the 1276, and it's looking like it's 3 waves and it's about finished, then we'll take our profit and take it short. That's the way we're going to play it. Okay, so let's wait and see what we get here and here. So we're going to get a wave up and a wave down. Let's wait and see what we get. I would like to see 5 impulse waves to the upside first. That means we're going to get 3 and then we're going to get 5 again. So if we get 5 waves to the upside, that's going to be fantastic. I'm going to like seeing that. Okay. So I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. I'm going to stay around. I'm not going to stay up all night. I'm going to bed. I've got to get up and meet with my people at church tomorrow. And I haven't had sleep much in 2 days. So I need to get some rest here. A good maybe 4 hours sleep. But I'm going to set alerts and stop losses. And you need to do the same. I can't see it in the chart why it would come down straight down. But the market makers can do whatever they want. And so, the way I think about this market, guys, I'm always thinking about what can they do to me, and am I ready for it? Because at the end of the day, I believe in Elliott Wave, I do, but I also know that I don't believe in it in such a way that I believe that the market makers have to follow all the rules, right? So, so anyway, I'm long right now. I'm really comfortable with my position. I like the wave action that I'm seeing. Let's go down to the 1 minute and just look at the wave action off the bottom here and see what we've got. Do we have 3 waves or 5 waves? Yeah. What is that? Let's look at it. So what I do is when I go down to the 1 minute chart and I want to see what kind of wave is beginning to form. Okay, so here I've got the 1-2. That's a clear 1-2, right? And so we had some reaction off the 1276, but then it kind of came up, but it's struggling to get up here to the 1618. Guys, if we don't get up here to the 1618 with some good strong momentum, then there's a good chance we're going to get that downside push. Does that mean I exit my trade and then look to get in lower? I personally, no, I'm not going to. I'm just going to ride that wave out and then expect that bounce to come up. So but to me, it's looking like it wants to come up. So it's looking pretty decent. 1, 2, and let me see another 1 in there. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty decent to come on up, guys. I mean, it's trying. So as long as it just doesn't wick, come on, baby, go. Go. Come on, let's root it on, guys. Root it on. Go, baby, go. See, there's a wick. So I want to see another push up there stronger. That's just a 1 minute. That's a 1 minute wick. That I don't count that as a hit to the 1618 yet. Now, if we get on the next 1 minute candle, we get another push up in there, and we get a close in there, I'm good. But right now, I don't count that because on the 15-minute chart, all that was is a wick. See it? So on the 15-minute, we just wicked into it. I want to see conviction on an impulse wave. You don't have to root it on kind of, and you're going to see it past that 1618 with conviction. So that's what I'm looking for here. I want to see it pass with conviction. If we come down from here and break this low right there, good chance we're going to come down. This is why I watch price action on the 1 minute chart. I can really I can really begin to understand the waves, and I can be chill about it. I can say, okay, yeah, I know where we're going. We're good, and feel comfortable about it. What's up, Julio? Welcome, man. You have to watch the rewind of this one, buddy. We're almost finished, but glad you made it. Glad you made it. Um, so yeah, I want to see it come back, come past here. It's looking like it's going to. It's a nice little trend line right here. It's kind of, it's a trend line ish. There's one on the top. This is diagonalish. I mean, so this could be the way it's drawn. One. Nah. Nah, don't draw that. That's dumb. I take it back. I take it all back. All right. So yeah, watch out for the two scenarios, guys. What's up, Matthias? How's it going, buddy? I'm long already, Matthias. So I got in at 79. Guys, if you miss this bottom, you don't enter right here. What you do is you wait for this wave to complete, and then you wait for the three-wave pullback. It'll take a little time. Once you get it, that's your entry, and then you go. If you enter right now, you're gonna have to wait through that anyway. So why wait through that with your money? You're not going to miss anything. Okay, so wait for 5 waves, then wait for a nice 3-wave pullback. That's how you trade that. Okay, so if this is coming up here, wait for that, enter here, and then go. Should be 3 waves and correction shape. I'm not trading ETH or LTC. I don't like the charts, but we did hit the 1276 right here. Looks like there might be one more hit to the low here. Might be one more hit on ETH. But I don't like the chart for ETH or LTC. Too confusing. But I do see upside targets for them, both of them. I still have an upside target for ETH for 190, and I have an upside target for Litecoin at 50, 58.50 to or so to 60. Um, so if Bitcoin, and so my thought up to this point is, if Bitcoin goes on up from here, guys, then it's going to allow Ethereum and Litecoin to hit those upper targets, because as Bitcoin has been coming down, Litecoin and Ethereum have been holding their ground relatively. They've been holding their ground. That means that Bitcoin dominance, if I looked at the chart, the dominance chart would be dropping. Would be, yeah, the dominance would be dropping. Here's my only problem here. I mean, right now it's at a corrective level, but man, it just, the way it looks to me, it looks like it wants more down. It just looks like it wants more down. It might not, but it looks like it. You see how we got this wick off the 1276 as well. It's the same thing. I just don't like the way that looks. Bitcoin is clearer to me. The setup is clearer to me. So that's what I'm trading personally. Thanks, Max. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. And thank you. I forgot your first name, Mr. Bobrovsky. Um, yeah, so yeah, it looks like we're getting that rejection off of that 1618 wick. So I'm not convinced yet we're finished totally. As long as we get a move to the upside, we'll be good, but we'll have to wait and see. Guys, I can't stay on the line with you forever. I've got to get some sleep. I wanted to get this video out for anybody that needs some analysis. But remember, we have a potential for one more hit to the low. 78.44 is my target down here, roughly. Let me see if I can find it. 78.44, right there. You get the idea. If we get another wave to the downside, don't freak out if you get it. Don't freak out if you get it. Not that big of a deal. It's only, I got in at 7,900. That's only $50 off my entry. Why am I going to pay fees for that? So anyway, that's the way I think. best I've got for you tonight, guys. But I did want you guys to be. Let me just review very quickly. I want you to be prepared for two scenarios. Okay. I want you to be prepared for two scenarios. I want you to be prepared for just a three-wave move to the upside. Um, and that three-wave move, you might come up here to $8,400, and then we go down from there. So, in that ballpark, we'll have to wait and see what we get here. Okay, so let's wait and see what kind of a wave we get. Um, from bouncing here if we get one. Um, let's see what we get, and then once we get that, we'll be able to project that to the upside. But always be ready for my TA to be wrong, please. So you need to set stop losses. Okay. What would be a good stop loss here? Good stop loss right under this low right here. If we break this low at $7,700, okay, not just wicking through it, but we break it with conviction, then stop stop your trade. But listen, if we go down there, I think there's a good chance we get a big bounce, like it makes a V bottom. So I just always want you guys to be ready for my trade setups and my TA to be wrong, because I am. I'm always ready for it to be wrong, because as much as I try to figure out these puzzles, and that's just a big puzzle to me, um, you know, the market makers are good at what they do. Okay, I'm good at what I do, but they're good at what they do, and we just need to be ready for that scenario. Okay, so I want you guys to be ready for that. So be careful, be careful, be careful. Make sure that you guys are ready for two scenarios. Well, be ready for three. Be ready for this. Okay, what are you going to do if that happens? I want you to have a plan for that. Where are you going to cut your trade? If you want to, if you want to trade, a good place to cut it. Put this trend line on here, and then put an alert on that trend line. If price breaks that trend line with conviction, cut the trade. Okay. All right. Price breaks this low with conviction. Okay. Cut the trade. Okay. There's no need. Wait for another entry down here. Okay. So be ready for that. I'm not looking at that. I don't think that that's going to happen. That's not my plan. But what if it happens? Let's be ready for it. Okay. No, I don't want to delete that. I want to delete that. Okay. Let's be ready for this scenario. So this scenario is just a three wave to the upside that does not break the high. It's just a two. So this is all a one wave. Then we get a two wave. Then we're going to get boom like that. A big three wave down. So let's be ready for that scenario. Okay. And then finally, let's be ready for this scenario. Okay. Going up to the upside. And actually, it'll be five waves up here to the $8,800 region and then going down. So that's a scenario as well. I guess the final scenario that you should be ready for, a fourth scenario, is mooning. Okay, if this is a bottom and it's just been concealed pretty well, and this is all consolidation, and then we're just going up. So be ready for all those scenarios. As information comes in, I'll be able to project better. Okay, but right now this is where we are as traders, and this is what we're doing to get ready. So, you know, anybody that watches my channel and thinks, "Oh, Jim, you're saying it could go up or down. You're so dumb." I mean, with those sarcastic remarks, I hate. That's my favorite comment. Good TA. It could go up or it could go down. Listen, TA is for me to get ready for a trade. I hit this short to the downside, and I made a good little profit there. I was very happy about that. Very thankful to the Lord for providing that. So now, I'm looking for a trade to the upside, and it has the potential to be, three times what I just made or more. So I'm very excited about the potentials here, but I also want to be ready to be wrong. And so as a trader, that's the way I think, and that's the way you guys need to think. Don't be overconfident in your analysis, and don't be overconfident in my analysis. No matter how many times I'm right, don't be overconfident in my analysis. Guys, more than anything, this is more of a psychology channel, than it is a TA channel. But it's a TA channel, but you got to have the right mindset, guys. You do. So please, 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 please be ready for me to be wrong. Okay? Is that crystal clear, everybody? Okay. That's awesome, man. Mike, that's a great buy. That's exactly where I market ordered. So you're doing good, Mike. No problem. All right. Hey, love you guys. Thanks for supporting me in the Patreon, guys. If you're not part of the trading group, man, I walked everybody through that tonight. Everybody, we were ready for it. Gave a lot of preparation, a lot more than I gave on YouTube. And if you guys want to be a part of that, just support on Patreon. Choose your level, choose your tier, how much help you need as a trader, and then jump in and just come on to the group. Be an awesome person when you come. Please be an awesome person when you come. We got a great group, and we want to keep it that way. So everybody, work on your awesomeness. We are all awesome. We just have our moments. So I have mine. y'all were stressing me out during this dip. Do we buy? Do we buy? Do we buy? Just chill. Chill. The market always comes back. All right. Hey, love y'all. I will talk to y'all later. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll try to get response to you. But I got to get some sleep. I hope this was helpful, TA, to you guys in a timely fashion. I need 3 hours sleep or something like that. Gonna cut the stream. We'll talk to y'all later. Appreciate it. Bye bye.